So my name is Daumante Stirbyte. I'm a ceramics artist. I was born in Lithuania and then I moved to Ireland when I was 15 and I lived there for 10 years and I studied ceramics. And then after graduating, I came to London Clay Art Centre to do my residency. The type of work that I do is it's all hand-built. I never used to throw on the wheel until I came here. I do really detailed sculptural work. That's often inspired by things that often go by unnoticed in everyday life, like microscopic images of plants or deep sea creatures, beetles, kind of small little precious things that we don't usually notice as we go about our busy everyday lives. So I think the work that I would be most proud of is my degree work. It was a project based on deep sea creatures and the fact how little we know about the bottom of the ocean. So I made 3 very large pieces because I usually make quite small, so something around like this size. But for that project, I made 3 really large pieces, which was very difficult and very challenging. So it was really fun to make something, you know, like 10 times the size that I'm used to making. So that's why that would probably be my work that I would be most proud of. Whenever I start working on a project, I do a lot of research first. I collect lots of images and, you know, go through a lot of books and scan pages and draw over them. And I always have a notebook that I draw a lot first before I make anything, which can be really challenging as well because I tend to draw really flat. And then when you start making the object, you realize that it comes together totally different. So I also make a lot of maquettes before I make my final pieces. There's a lot of testing involved, just especially if I'm looking for a different type of clay or as well as glazing. The surface is usually quite difficult because I'm very picky about the type of finish that I'm looking for, so I end up doing like 100 tests before I get the one thing that I like. Because I do really detailed, delicate work, it takes me a really long time. And so when I finish a piece, it has to air dry for, let's say, a week, or depending on the size of the piece, before it can be fired. And usually there's 2 firings. So the first one is called the bisque firing, which is a lower temperature. And then you put your glaze on the piece, and then it goes up to a much higher temperature, which the glaze is what gives finish to your piece of pottery or sculpture. And these can be a lot of different things. Like it can be glossy, it can be matte, it can be really textured, kind of crusty looking surfaces. I've been working as well with a lot of gold lately, which is really fun. And so usually there's at least 2 firings that a piece has to go through before it's finished. So yeah, that's